Thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution. We talk about everything crypto almost daily, jumping right into the market. Today in crypto, Bitcoin, $28,000 just hit by Bitcoin. It's been an amazing week. We've seen huge upside out of Bitcoin. Now, we've got a lot of important things to talk about with the Chinese narrative. Hong Kong opens up for large cap and Bitcoin trading on this date, on this month. I'm going to give it to you and go over all the Chinese coins that you need to be watching. So be ready to screenshot and save this list of coins I'm going to give you. Bitcoin, 1 hour chart. So Bitcoin broke out of this rising channel that I have drawn to the upside. If you were to get an opportunity to re-enter some type of breakdown or retest, we'll go over in the higher term time frames. Right about here is where the 200 weekly moving average is. Problem is, when Bitcoin's very bullish, you don't get the pullbacks that you want, right? So we've seen there's obviously a huge banking crisis narrative right now playing out in the United States. Bitcoin right now in a rising wedge. If this breaks higher, bang, up only. It's not, when it goes against the percentages, you're going to see explosive price action. You've got a very bullish weekly candle coming. I'll show you in just a second. This is the daily chart. So I posted this setup in group, just buying the breakout at 25,000. I talked to you guys about it as well. Congratulations, you hit the second target. So again, Bitcoin daily chart, we saw the break of this rejection, and finally broke out. And you could see 33,000 or 31,000 Bitcoin out of this idea. But we want to see the Fed pivot on Wednesday. We can deal with a 25 basis point rate hike. But if the Fed were to pause, pump the market, period. This is the weekly chart. So you look at this candle. Things are different. Like, write this down. Write it on your whiteboard. Right? Things are different in this market. Here's the 200 simple that hasn't been able to be broken. There has to be a way. If you're watching a bunch of YouTubers, you're watching a bunch of crypto news, there has to be a way in your mind that you're like, okay, this information is more important than anything else. This information, and I'm going to cover 4 points, which make this a very pivotal move for Bitcoin. But this green candle, huge. You're breaking the 200 simple, which has been the bullish run indicator. Break and hold above it would be very bullish for Bitcoin, potentially creating a new floor for the Bitcoin price action. Banging. I've got some amazing shout outs to give in my trading group. This person's been in the group for a while, turned $3,000 into $30,000. Banging. 10x. This person on one trade made $20,200. This person in a week made $5,000 worth of profits. This person joined the group a couple of years ago. He turned $60,000 to $3 million, right? You hit these, I'm telling you, if you haven't made any money in this market yet, wait for altcoin season. When these altcoins start taking off, and I'll give you a good indication of when that's going to happen shortly. When these altcoins start taking off, like, you make the biggest, fastest gains in the shortest period of time, period. Right now, for 1 week, we're lowering the prices, rock bottom fees to join the group. $200 off, lowest price ever, plus 60% off. Go over to my website, cryptorev.net. Join. Listen, if you have any questions, email me, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com. Gem pick bangers, constantly nailing all the gem picks because I've got the strongest team in crypto, period. Now, this is the Chinese narrative. So this tweet came out today. This guy to get his head out of the way because you cannot see the coins to watch from China. Here, screenshot this. Starting from the 1st, Hong Kong will officially allow retail investors to invest in large cap cryptocurrencies. And so what happens is overseas in Asia, China can set up businesses in Hong Kong and they'll run their trades through Hong Kong, right? So China trading crypto happens on a large scale on June the 1st. Retail investors will trade out of Hong Kong, right? Fully legal for Hong Kong citizens. This opens a whole new avenue up for money to pump these prices. The FX is one to watch. We had about 16% gains on this one today. And on March the 16th, I said, pay attention in group. Fed balance sheet jumps to 8.6 trillion on March the 15th. This is huge. $300 billion injected into the banking system, really to back the banks up, right? And so the Fed's put is backed with assets on their balance sheet. So remember, prior to this, you got the Fed selling $95 billion worth of assets every month. Selling, dumping. And then they inject $300 billion. Major change here. The Fed's like, okay, we don't want to break the banks. Clearly, the banks are on the edge right now. That's a very strong statement. Hey, we don't want to break the banks. The Fed says we're still going to raise the rates, But on Wednesday, the pivot is going to be bull run ready. This market will take off because for them to kind of lighten the load, like these markets have been getting demolished because they quantitative tightening. They've been dumping. The Federal Reserve have been dumping 95 billion in assets onto the market, and the Fed has been raising the interest rates, which tightens the money supply. It costs way more to go buy a car or a house, so it slows down the economy, right? So write down these ideas on your whiteboard. Things are different because $300 billion pumped into the banking stabilization idea. China is going to start trading Bitcoin and large caps via Hong Kong in June. Hong Kong citizens can trade large cap cryptos. Huge weekly candle closing above the 200 SMA later on today. The Fed rate hike on Wednesday, here's a variable, needs to be 25 basis points. We can work with it. The pause is epic, absolutely epic for the bulls. Right now, it's Bitcoin season. Bitcoin is outperforming most altcoins. If you look at the total too, so this is the total of all top 125 altcoins, right? Look at, this is the total too. It looks like Bitcoin before Bitcoin took off, right? Bitcoin broke out, is pumping crazy. Total 2 lagging behind, hasn't quite broke this level of resistance. When this happens, altcoins are going to take off. Specifically, Ethereum is going to take off. Larger cap altcoins, obviously, as well. There's definitely some anomalies. Like there's altcoins that are up. There's definitely some anomalies. I went over to CoinMarketCap on screen share a little bit ago with the group. You sort this by 7-day increases. You saw 187% gains out of CFX. Mask up 100%. So Bitcoin did 40%, 35%. STX did 88. IMX 70. Magic did 54. AGIX did 49. These coins are outperforming Bitcoin. But think about it. If this is the top 100, and I just sorted it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coins out of 100 that are outperforming Bitcoin. This is not normal. Normally, altcoins take off compared to Bitcoin. Bitcoin season. So what happens is when Bitcoin slows down and consolidates, when this thing starts just moving sideways, a pullback's okay and would even be healthy to retest this breakout level. That's going to be your best buy. But everybody's waiting for this to happen. So they'll front run it, right? If it were to happen, if you were to get a pullback, people are going to buy it up quickly. People miss this move. Like if you miss this move, you can't beat yourself up about it. There are so many huge moves coming for these altcoins. Altcoins, you can 10x your money, no problem in the altcoin season coming. You still have potentially a little bit for that. Bitcoin needs to slow down. Really, for altcoins to take off, you want to see Bitcoin dominance stop pumping. Stop pumping Bitcoin dominance. This means money is flowing into Bitcoin. Money is flowing into Bitcoin, flowing into Bitcoin, flowing into Bitcoin more than the altcoins. The question is it going to get rejected here and we get some altcoin trading, or is it going to break out? If it breaks out, again, you're still going to pull the altcoins higher, but it's just going to, it's Bitcoin's king. Bitcoin's running this market, right? Gary Gensler of the SEC came out and he said, you know, potentially everything but Bitcoin's a security. Right, made this blanket statement. Obviously, the SEC, all they can do is pretty much go after each altcoin and call it a security one by one. Right, they're not setting down any blanket regulation. They can't do that. Bitcoin dominance is going to call the move, and Ethereum is going to play out with a lot of upside once altcoins start moving, large caps. ETH is a really good indicator, right? You got the Shanghai upgrade, so liquid staking coming April 12th. People previously talked about, oh, people are going to sell all their ETH as soon as they can unlock it. I think they're down like 50 or 60% since they locked their ETH up. If you've staked your coins, you're probably in crypto long term. You just sell the bottom. And Bitcoin dominance rejection, altcoin season. Bitcoin breaks out, Bitcoin season continues. Bitcoin will be the coin to watch. Total altcoin market cap, once it breaks this level, good signal. Altcoins about to take off, especially large cap. This is the top 125 altcoins total too. Right? Understand these charts and how we can use them to find the money flow. For constant updates, join the group. You'll make a ton of money, period. If you guys like the content that I provide on a daily basis, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment in the comment box. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow.